Period.
Period.
Love that.
I am currently wearing Zendaya's heels.
But yeah, we share clothes all the time.
Period.
It's definitely a perk.
Especially for me, because she has really nice clothes.
Oh, the tennis one.
Boom.
It has to be.
You think that tennis is about expressing yourself, doing your thing. You don't know what tennis is.
This is like the only sport thing I've seen you do. Yeah, challenges.
Yeah, unless there's a sneaky other sport.
Yeah, there's a sport that you would not see, right?
Still friends.
No.
We're enemies.
Yeah, we're frenemies. I just love to hate you.
You're my arch enemy.
Bitter enemies.
You just saw 3 versions of the same problem. A wardrobe secret dropped like it was nothing, a tennis question turning into an argument, and a friendship getting renamed on camera. With Tom and Zendaya, interviews tend to slide off the rails because either one can jump into the other person's answer at any time. And once that starts, even the smallest topic can become a debate. Food might be the worst possible place to test that harmony. One harmless question about pizza is enough for Tom to pick a side immediately, and Zendaya is not about to let that opinion sit there unchallenged. The fun isn't really in who is right. It's watching a magazine-style question start sounding like something they'd argue about in the kitchen.
Pineapple on pizza is delicious.
Ooh.
I don't understand why people get so scared of pineapple on pizza.
No, that's unnatural.
Although pineapple pizza is called Hawaiian pizza, it was actually invented in Canada.
If pizza is just a matter of taste, American football gives Tom a chance to put the entire English language on trial. Zendaya almost agrees with him at first, but her version of agreeing only opens another loophole. Suddenly, a simple cultural question has both of them rewriting the definition in real time.
I just will never
American football is
understand
very dangerous.
why it's called football. Because they don't use their feet. I just don't understand why it's called football.
Yeah, it should be called something different.
Throw ball. Whatever you want to call it.
Throw
but
ball.
you don't kick it.
You do kick it.
Yeah,
But
once.
once.
Yeah.
Then Tom tries a more hands-on form of persuasion. Just give Zendaya the food. The problem is, a Jaffa Cake doesn't need a long review. Her first reaction says plenty, and Tom still refuses to stop defending it. These two are usually funniest when neither one is willing to give the other an easy win.
That don't smell right. Smell it. Smell it. Just
Smell it. I've got it in my mouth.
Give it a smell.
I can smell it because it's in my mouth.
That doesn't smell very good.
You haven't got to the orange bit yet, though.
Oh, that's gonna be the worst.
Middle.
No.
No, you done?
This is not my style.
Travel should be safer, especially when Tom seems ready with an appropriately international answer. Zendaya only has to ask one extra question for the polished version to wobble. That's a very Tom and Zendaya kind of moment. Nobody has to build the punchline because the other person will find the exact loose thread to pull.
He's trying to sound like I'm really cultured. I'm like, Madrid is also in Spain. Right, guys?
Sometimes Zendaya even starts with a completely sincere compliment. For Tom, that still doesn't guarantee safety. As she talks about what he's good at, the praise picks up a very real hint of annoyance, and then an old memory comes back as evidence that she has absolutely not forgotten. Tom just has to sit there and take the full package.
It's really, really sweet, you know. So that, I would also say that you have the annoying capability of doing everything very well.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't know if anybody ever saw Lip Sync Battle. Feeling the effects of that.
And when Tom has a personal issue to settle on camera, subtlety isn't really part of the plan. The interview has barely started before he brings up Ali Plumb, supposedly ignoring him in the park. Zendaya is sitting right there with the reaction of someone who knows this is becoming much more serious than necessary, while Tom keeps adding details like he's building a case file.
I have to tell you that I shouted at you the other day.
What?
Because I was driving through Richmond Park going home,
shut up.
and I saw you walking through the park,
This is
and I shouted at you, and you ignored me.
Dang.
Wow, dickhead. Wow.
Calling somebody out is one thing. Volunteering an embarrassing confession about yourself is another. When his near spoiler gets brought up, Tom doesn't turn it into a neat PR answer. He describes what was going through his head in language blunt enough that Zendaya and everyone else at the table can stop pretending this is still a carefully managed interview.
I was probably trying not to shit myself because I have a reputation of spoiling things, and I am working really hard to not do that. And, you know,
So far,
failure is a
pretty
part
good.
of life.
Doing pretty well.
And I obviously failed in that moment.
Even a question about a school trip in the movie doesn't survive intact. Tom looks at a route through Venice, Prague, and London and compares it to what he got growing up. Zendaya makes no attempt to steer things back towards Spider-Man. She joins in, and within seconds, they're talking about a much less glamorous kind of field trip.
What school trip goes to Venice, Prague, and London? My best school trip was to a damn farm. Facts.
That's a great school
Yeah,
trip.
that's actually a really good school
I'd
trip.
love to go feed some baby lambs.
Yeah,
some
I
milk
mean, like,
and
I'd rather see
stuff.
that
I
than
don't
go to
know.
Venice. I
I
mean,
guess
You might expect Tom to become more diplomatic once the subject turns to acting. Not quite. The moment Willem Dafoe comes up, Tom puts himself in an absurd position of authority, and Zendaya doesn't kill the bit. She pushes it further. What makes it land is that the person beside him is willing to officially endorse the ridiculous claim.
A masterclass
Yeah.
from me.
Not Willem.
Willem learned so much from me.
He really did.
Zendaya can throw that same energy right back. A fan question about Spider-Man's supposed effect on women gives Tom a very silly theory to read with a straight face. Zendaya only needs a quick change of voice and a few seconds of commitment to turn the whole thing into a role play. Tom essentially walked into himself.
Some suggest that Parker's powers include the male spider's ability to hypnotize females.
Stop, come on.
Yes, my spider lord.
Sometimes Zendaya becomes the target instead. When her signature laugh gets examined, she tries to explain what she actually does, but explaining yourself while sitting next to Tom and Jacob just creates more material. Nobody needs to win this one. The joke is that she knows she's being roasted and keeps supplying evidence anyway.
Okay.
Do you like a gasp laugh that
So
you
here's
do?
the thing.
That's what you do. Nothing actually comes out,
Here's
does
the
it?
thing. Here's the.
And there it is. And there it is.
I'm being bullied. It's been called Zendaya laughing now. Okay, I understand. I get it.
Zendaya also has no intention of pretending she isn't bothered when she gets left out. Tom brings up a Singapore trip with Jacob, and she immediately reminds both of them that they apparently have a whole collection of memories without her. It lands somewhere between teasing and complaint, which gives Tom almost no chance of turning it back into a harmless travel story.
Why did you not come here?
Just more memories without me, guys. It's fine. They're your best, right? They're your best memories. You're so happy, you guys, without me. It's great. It's fine.
It was awesome. Because today was not.
If anything can start a fight faster than travel, it's a video game. Tom only has to hint at one section Zendaya couldn't get through, and she knows exactly which story he's about to tell. She doesn't deny it either. She defends her pride like the issue still needs an official ruling.
Yeah.
The Spider-Man game I've done all by myself.
I was gonna say, do you remember that? Are you gonna
And
tell
I'm
everyone that
stuck
story?
at a certain part, and I haven't played it since because it was
There's a
very
bit on the
difficult,
Spider-Man game that Zendaya couldn't do, and I was over at your house,
and I would not
and,
let him
and
play
she
for
wouldn't
me.
let me complete this moment for her.
Well,
No.
you know, that's just the pride
'Cause it's
talking.
for me.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
right.
but-
I want to figure it out. I
Right.
want to do it.
And sometimes they don't need a big story at all. Their handshake already leaves Jacob out, but Tom goes one step further and explains that this is basically the point. Zendaya doesn't object. When two people can casually admit, yes, they do it to make the guy in the middle feel excluded, there's really no polished interview version left to preserve.
Batalon and Zendaya handshake.
Yeah, I mean,
With
what
the
can I,
studs,
what can
with
I
the
say?
studs. We always
Yeah.
do it across you. That's why.
To make him feel left out.
Intentionally.
Quizzes are supposed to create order, rules, right answers, a clear winner. With this group, the rules just give them something new to argue about. One line involving 67% has Tom answering with total confidence, Zendaya shutting him down, and then Zendaya discovering her own memory may not be nearly as reliable as she just made it sound.
I was only like 67% sure.
It's you know.
No, I don't think I said that.
That is wrong.
I was only like 67%
It's one of the three of our-
sure.
One of you three, yeah.
I mean, that has to be
Peter Parker, right?
Nope.
What?
Is it me?
I need a buzzer.
It's me then.
The next question is even worse for Tom. He builds an entire argument out of the costume, the location, and his own memory, and Zendaya still won't let him breeze through it. The best part is watching the confidence drain out in stages until Tom has to own the mistake before the quiz can even move on.
Wait, no, hold on. Which movie did you say?
The first one.
No, it's the second one.
No, it's the first one. When you go to the...
No, because it's the second one, right? Because it's when I'm in the room and you're in there and I'm dressed up as the night monkey and he
Oh, yeah,
shit,
we're
yeah,
going
you're
some
right,
like
you're
party
right.
at the castle.
The costume
Oh,
party.
because the costume party we're going.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I feel horrific.
Then the quiz digs up a scene where Tom once tried to sound intimidating. Zendaya and Jacob remember more than the line. They remember how he performed it. Instead of letting that memory stay buried, they recreate it right in front of him. Tom can defend himself, but every defense just gives them another reason to keep going.
I don't understand. I'm intimidating.
That's me, isn't it?
It is.
It is you.
Yeah.
Which film?
That is from the first film.
Bang on.
And
2
that's
points.
with Donald Glover when I'm
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when you go.
webbing him up.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I'm intimidating.
Yeah, and you like.
No,
Don't you
that's,
start that like
that's
that?
in the bank. It's when
Oh,
I
it's
web
in the
him
bank,
up to
yeah.
the car.
But you're like
And he's-
this on the car though. Like,
Am I?
I don't think.
I felt you were
I
coming on
thought
the
before you
car.
went in, you
I
try to
do
like
that in
psych
the
yourself
bank.
up.
Yeah. You try to you put the voice thing on.
Yes, that's right.
yeah.
Yeah.
By the time Doctor Strange enters the conversation, everyone is tossing movie titles and situations around like they're solving a case. Tom takes a few beats to connect the final piece, then celebrates the answer with far more intensity than a trivia question requires. At this point, the quiz is basically a contest to see who can remember their own movies in the messiest way possible.
I think.
Wait,
I
say
think
it again.
is-
Say it again. Say it again.
What is the line? That's got to be the coolest thing that's ever happened to me. Don't ever do that again.
Oh, it's the third one.
It's
the
definitely
third
the third
one.
one. It's definitely the
'Cause
third one.
He pushed you out of your body.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what
It is the third one.
The real collapse comes with a line about the guy in the chair. The meaning drifts almost immediately. One weird mental image creates another. The laughter ruins the reading rhythm, and eventually they have to call a pause just to recover. When the game itself needs a break from the players, the interview has officially lost control.
You can take the guy out of the chair, but you can't take the chair out.
It's like, what, me? What?
That is you. Which
That's crazy.
film?
I think number 2. Number 1. Number 3.
The third one.
Number 1. It's number 1.
Number 1, not right.
What?
It's
The third
number
one.
3.
It's the third one.
Why is it the
Takes
third one?
Because you weren't the guy in the chair yet.
Yeah, remember you,
had to
became
go
I had to
back
get
and
to
then
that
you were-
point,
yes.
right?
And then I think it's when you're sat at the desk, isn't
Yeah,
it?
we're doing all the stuff with
while
the.
you're like, we're on your chest.
Yes. Yes.
We're like a phone on
We're
your chest.
All right.
Leaving the quiz doesn't restore order. A behind-the-scenes story about Tony Revolori starts like a normal cast memory and somehow ends with a toilet becoming part of the prank. Zendaya's laughter beside Tom is almost a confirmation stamp. This probably isn't the first ridiculous plan she's heard delivered with complete seriousness.
Yeah, where you were like, do you mind if I borrow your toilet?
And you tried to take the joke way too far.
And then you were like, pretending that you were running away with his toilet.
The actual set might be even worse. Tom admits there are times when the group gets into a giggly mood where simply looking at each other makes it harder to stop. Zendaya backs him up immediately, and suddenly the confession sounds less like a cute memory and more like a warning. Once they lose the rhythm together, getting it back is the hard part.
Honestly, the hardest thing I find is if we get in a giggly mood, like trying to stop
Yeah, especially at the end of the
laughing.
day when you're like all loopy and delusional. from
Trying
being
to stop
tired.
laughing when you know you're not supposed to be laughing is
It
the
was tough.
hardest
It
thing.
was tough.
There's one quieter beat that explains why all of this feels so automatic without needing any outside backstory. The three of them start figuring out how long they've worked together and how old they were when they were cast. Even a decade-long look back can't stay sentimental for more than a few seconds before the math turns into another joke.
It's been a whole decade.
We got cast. I got cast at 18. How old were you?
I was like
18.
19.
Turning 30 this year.
Yeah, bro, like a whole,
So
a
we're
whole
gonna be-
we're fifth
family.
grader. A whole
Yeah.
fifth
We do this
grader,
for a
like-
while.
But the interview camera only sees half of it. At home, Tom leaves a script within Zendaya's reach, and she tells the story with an attitude that basically amounts to, if you're leaving that in my house, what exactly do you expect? Tom isn't even in the frame, but the way she tells it makes the boundary between private and I'm definitely looking feel very thin.
And then he had another meeting. So he had the script. I may have did a little, peeky peek.
Okay, yeah, you're allowed to peek.
I gotta know.
You're allowed
There's a
to peek,
Christopher Nolan
yes.
script in my house. What am I gonna do?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so I looked, and then he went off to his meeting. And then when he came home, I was like, okay, like tell me all about it. Like, how was he? What was it like? You know what I mean? I was like so ready, so excited. And he goes, read this again. And I was like,
That little act of snooping leads into something much sweeter and much more spontaneous. Zendaya thinks she already knows what she's read. Then Tom comes home and tells her to read it again from a different angle. She retells her reaction without dressing it up, so it feels less like an interview answer and more like a private conversation that still has the original surprise inside it.
what? Why? Like, I just read it. Like,
Yeah.
we just read it last night. And he's like, read it again, but with Athena in mind. And I was like, yo, stop it right now.
And if you want to know what Tom sees away from red carpets and press chairs, Zendaya accidentally gives us a sample. She brings up a video shot right in their living room while she's passionately explaining Interstellar. Tom is the one holding the camera. No set, no prepared question, just a home conversation that was funny enough to eventually make its way into public.
On the set of Euphoria, you were...
This is at home. This is in my living room.
This is in your
Tom
living
is
room.
recording this, yeah.
All right, this is explaining the...
Interstellar.
Just explaining
Anybody
the movie.
who needs help, I got you.
Back in the studio, there are certain phrases Zendaya hears once and immediately knows she isn't going to pretend to understand. Tom brings up something Robert Downey Jr. once said, and Zendaya remembers exactly how she reacted at the time. Tom sets up the story. Zendaya finishes it with the kind of honesty a normal promotional answer would probably smooth over.
You're gonna be like, no, you don't. But sometimes I do it. You really screwed the pooch on that one.
Yeah,
I
you
think
do
that's
say
so
that a lot.
funny.
Mr. Stark, I
You
really...
screwed the pooch hard, big time. But then you did the right thing.
I think that was just like, what?
That's just a bad,
Again,
like a
not
bad
written-
white guy thing to say.
I remember like walking
Such a
down the thing and
random
he
thing.
said that and I was like, I don't know what you're
That
talking
means.
about.
But
So
it's
you're-
great. It's like you really screwed the pooch.
I've never wanted to know, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I
that
don't need to know.
really
It's just an
bad.
ad lib, but it's a great
But
line.
it's great.
And the final moment may be the cleanest summary of what happens when these two sit next to each other. Tom tries to be modest when the conversation turns to how annoyingly good he is at things. Zendaya and Jacob refuse to let him hide behind the modesty. Zendaya says the thing a more diplomatic person might keep to themselves, and the entire table turns it into the punchline right in front of him.
I don't know, I feel like TH is pretty good at everything. I feel like there's nothing
Yeah,
really
it's
secret
really
about
annoying.
I'm not good at everything.
That's the secret.
it. Yeah, that people
that
don't,
he's
he can just do whatever.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, it's actually kind of annoying.
No, it's super annoying. Yeah.
Yes.
I can see how that's annoying.
From the heels in the cold open to the arguments about food, games, movie memories, and just how annoying Tom can be, the fun isn't really in any single joke. It's that neither of them seems too concerned with keeping the other person perfectly polished on camera. They correct each other, tease each other, bring home stories into interviews, and occasionally talk themselves into trouble just by adding one more sentence. That missing filter is what makes even familiar press junkets feel a little like overhearing a private conversation. If there's a Tom and Zendaya moment you can rewatch and still laugh at, drop it in the comments and like and subscribe for more compilations like this.